alongside the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Down, Panthers.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Michael Pilardi on the
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Derek Brown on the stop.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Eli Apple.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Joe Mixon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down. It's Green, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46.
4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Come on. Mike, check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. and is much more successful as well.
On first down, it's Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's out to the left and complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 37. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They run. It's Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Mixon on the carry. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Ryan. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So still no touchdown.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down? And
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The toss left, Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and goal from the 1. Now Olsen, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Green to bring it back. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
2-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. Time here in this NFC Divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, Sam. I'm coming. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We ain't begin. 22. Don't get nervous. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
They go play action with Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
following the touchdown. Hoff-Richter to kick off. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. Here we go. Watch one. Okay, just like that.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the...
Goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Falcons 28. Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Green to bring it back. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
20-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Ready, blue 80. Back 25. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to check. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Gun.
On third down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's... They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, we got to seal. You're trapped. Mike 9. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 9. Delta. Bang out. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 9 to Mike.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
16 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again, letting one go deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. Rings up.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, deep, all day, defense, all day.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No reason on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mark? Watch one. Watch one.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And a good return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, second down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one will fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to the gym.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! Combo. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Hey, South. You're all mine. 0-0. Mike, ready, South.
This time Ryan will throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun. Check 24. Check 24. Gun. Check Mike 27. I got him. Mike 27.
From the shotgun, Ryan going deep here for Watkins. They find some open field here. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Mike one. So Mike's number one. Man out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, watch number 5. Watch number 5. Did you get this board?
From the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Bridgewater. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Mike 25. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. 39. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Okay, double up. 21. 57. Mike 57.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To the running back.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 0-0, Mike Free. I'm trying to collect. Get out.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Touchdown from 17 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready? Let's go. Watch tight. Watch tight. Delta.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's second down and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our